Welcome back to Simplify Your Business. David Wolf here, as always, with Melanie Rembrandt. Melanie, hello.
Hello, David. How are you today?
I'm doing okay, doing great, and so loving this Simplify idea that we're doing here. And I want to thank our listeners for subscribing and listening and staying with us, learning more about how to make work and life easier on all the levels. This one is about, my father used to say attitude is everything. So here we are. The question: how can you keep a positive attitude when facing major challenges as an entrepreneur?
Yes. And as an entrepreneur, you will face many challenges and have to deal with a lot of negativity. So here are 3 quick tips to deal with that.
Beautiful. Move around and take time to do the things you like to do. So elaborate on this. This is great.
So if you're at work and you just got done with a horrible phone call or email, get up and walk around. Go outside and just take a deep, fresh breath of fresh air, or, take a little walk around. You might even want to do a push-up or take a little jog, anything to get your body moving and away from that stressful event. And then also, when you're not at work, take time to do the things you like to do. Maybe that's playing golf, taking a yoga class, or just spending time with family and friends. But you really need to focus on what's important and get away from your desk just to get a moment to breathe and get rid of that negativity.
I love that. Well, anything that involves yoga, meditation, and any of those sorts of things is just so powerful in terms of creating this sort of objective separation that we need from the negative energy or even the positive energy, so that we just become the observers of it and we don't take it in, right?
Exactly. And sometimes it's really hard to get away from the office and, think about other things, and you really have to remind yourself to do that.
Right, Melanie. And it's been said that it's lonely at the top. Tip number 2 involves creating a support group, or really creating an ecosystem of support around you, right?
Yes. I mean, whether it's a spouse, a friend, a family member, a coworker, anyone that will be willing to listen to you and give you positive encouragement. I mean, we all need to vent our frustrations, and it's nice to have someone who will listen and understand that you are just venting. That way you can get some of that negativity out, and sometimes you're more calm then, and you realize better solutions. So you want to try to find somebody who's willing to listen to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said. And I want to add that it's really difficult to make good executive decisions, quote, executive decisions when you're under stress. So one of the big things I like to think about, and I think it falls into this with support group, is use the people around you to help. And also the point 1, the moving around and doing the things you like to do. Both of these involve stress reduction, which really can help your efficacy as a business owner and as a person on the planet, right?
Right. Because, customers want to work with people who are positive and not stressed out. So
right.
in turn, help your business.
Creates the attraction factor. And finally, number 3, set a reminder. You want to write, think positive. Okay, so this is a reminder to think positively throughout your day, right?
Right. And this might sound kind of crazy, but there are several.
No.
You might see, like a lot of times you see those posters of, great thoughts, and a lot of people make fun of them. But sometimes you just need a reminder. So that can be a little Post-it on your desk or a rubber band on your wrist that you kind of bring on your wrist to remind you, hey, I need to be more positive. Even a photo of someone who's less fortunate. It makes you focus on what's really important in life. And that, awful call you just got doesn't really mean that much in the overall sense of things. And one of my favorite things to do is I stop and I quickly list 10 things in my mind that I'm thankful for. Mm-hmm. And you'd be surprised how your mindset changes. And
Absolutely.
Just really helps you get through some of those really tough days.
Yeah, Melanie, you're describing the gratitude exercise. And a lot of people do this first thing in the morning when they get up. So it really sets this mindset of, I'm walking into the world, that I'm really grateful for a lot of things that are going on. And it overrides a lot of the so-called negative or just energy that may not be so attractive or so positive in your life. It's just because you sort of find that you rise above it all. And I don't mean that in a hierarchical way. I just mean, your attitude changes. So great stuff. Let's do a quick recap now. Number 1, move around and take time to do the things you like to do.
Number 2, create a support group.
Right. People around you can really help you with the stress. And finally, set a reminder to remind yourself to stay positive and remind yourself of what you're grateful for in your life.
Sounds good.
Great stuff, Melanie. Thanks again. Simplify Your Business is the podcast. RembrandtWrites.com is Melanie's website. My website is podcastandradio.com. We'll see you next time on Simplify. Thanks, Melanie.
Thanks, everyone.